Well, the Nintendo Direct Mini just happened, and there is actually a lot of cool things in here, and some things that not too many people honestly care about. At least it's a hasty generalization, but as you can see over here, the entirety of Capcom's Monster Hunter expansion is going to be happening. Now, we did predict that from Nintendo's website. What did I do? Yeah, Nintendo's website was over here, and we were literally going through the different games at Nintendo.com. Nintendo.com, and like we literally went through this. Watch, we clicked on Nintendo games, and then we said, all right, well, here are the games that are going to be coming soon, right? So you click on that, and literally the things that are third party that fall into this are the ones that we got information on. Monster Hunter Rise right over here, Live Alive, Live Alive, No Man's Sky showed up, Mario, Rabbids. We didn't get any Bayonetta, unfortunately. And then none of this other random shovelware that honestly no one really cares too much about. Minecraft Legends had a little bit. Surprisingly enough, I don't know if they're just classifying Bayonetta as first party because they own Platinum Games, but I don't know. That was kind of like the gray area. But nonetheless, let's go back and talk exactly of what happened over here. So Sunbreak is great. Like, Capcom really loves the Monster Hunter franchise, and although I don't play it as often as other people do, I'm a big fan of the series for what it does, right? It takes the same old concept of hunting down all these brand new, crazy cool looking monsters, using your favorite weapons, learning new weapons, adding a new gimmick every generation, and going from there. So yeah, if you already know how to use the longbow, it's gonna be the same thing as it was in the previous games. So it just overall looks really good. I think that, yeah, the game looks really fun. Absolutely, floored by how well the Capcom team does this. So Malzeno is the new monster here. And then they have some, there's 3 amiibo. There's a collector's edition that comes with the amiibo. Then you could find, the little Palamute and the Palico together. Yeah, or separately, I'm sorry. But the monsters just look really good. Honestly, it's really fun. So, hands up at home if you play the Monster Hunter games. If you haven't, I would definitely recommend it. Find a group of friends to play with. It's way more fun going on a raid. And just hunting down a monster and then carving them at the very end and getting some armor and building it. It's just really, really good. I sunk hundreds of hours into Monster Hunter, and I love every minute of it. So anyway, we won't go through all of this stuff, but at the end of the day, the graphics look amazing. That's actual gameplay, not necessarily all cutscenes. What they did announce over here, that they've got some more content coming soon, to really focus on bolstering out the free title updates, right? I don't feel this is a rush. This is hey, you know what? We've got updates that you can keep on playing, and we've already scheduled out. So this is, hold on. This is what games can take an example from. It's beautiful, right? Here we go. Here's exactly when you can expect. We're not going to give you the exact date because we're still working on it, but in August you can expect this. In fall, in winter, and in 2023 we've got more plans to keep you going. Now imagine if Animal Crossing New Horizons did something like this, right? Where they scheduled out a map of their brand new updates of when they were going to do stuff, right? Can you imagine if they did something like that? How much more happy fans would be at the transparency of the developers. That's why I love Capcom so much, because they know exactly what to do, and they check all the boxes. Not only do they do that, they plan out their roadmap for this game, but they go out, they give us the release date, which is great if you have Monster Hunter Rise, and they give you a demo that's available now. So you can be like, all right, cool, I want this expansion. You can play the demo, and here you go. You can do even more stuff. It's just so good. So take a lesson. So now take a look at that and scale it back to the last 2 games we got from Nintendo, which is Battle League, Mario Strikers Battle League, and Nintendo Switch Sports. We don't have anything like that. Anyway, moving on. Battle to Reclaim Earth. This was cool. NieR Automata. What is it? Automata? Yeah, NieR Automata. I remember when this game came out, sometime, a while ago. I had some friends play this, and they're like, oh, yeah, this game's really awesome. Difficulty's really hard. It's really great. Storyline was cool. It looks like Bayonetta to me, honestly, and since I am not apparently getting Bayonetta anytime soon, I think I'm just going to pick up this game and it'll satisfy that exact same concept of running around doing combos with swords and just looking like a boss while doing it. The story seems really compelling. I'm just overall excited to see that we, as Nintendo Switch owners, got this game that everyone else had for a while. So that's a win. That's a win in my book. Is it for you? It's probably not. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe you might like it. Some exclusive costumes. Square Enix, again, right? Like we said at the beginning. Insert obligatory Square Enix game here. Insert obligatory, like, Capcom game here. Because those are the third-party developers that do such a good job at releasing their content. So, anyway, moving on. October 6th for that. That looks good. This, I mean, I knew that there was going to be some shovelware in here. And I don't want to dismiss a game as shovelware. But, like, you have a fine line of Indie World Showcase. And you also have the Nintendo Direct Mini. Right? So I honestly don't know who makes this like murder mystery game that looks completely indie and really not at the level of polish and shine as like the two other previous games. I don't think that you can even play in the same field when it comes to this game here. It just looks so... It looks so indie. I'm not knocking it. I'm just questioning why it's here. Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. I'm sorry, who's this? Annapurna Simogo? Who is that third party? Like, yeah, that's indie, but like I'm looking for AAA third party, but technically it's still third party. So how did this get like a bump up from Indie World Showcase, right? I usually pass on those because like I would expect this kind of game over there. It's gonna be fun for those of you guys that play it, but like, am I expecting that? No, I'm not. Yo, how do you lead after Monster Hunter with that, right? It's crazy. Classic characters on Nintendo Switch, they said. So this is interesting. I totally discounted Konami, right? Konami's a huge AAA developer, so they came out here and they did Super Bomberman R, which makes me want to go back and actually finish Super Bomberman R. Which was one of the early Nintendo Switch titles that I played a little bit of. I got good friends that work at Konami over here, and I love Bomberman. I grew up playing that game. Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. It's the same gameplay, new coat of paint, and here we go. I hope they didn't showcase any boss battles, so that was kind of lame. Here we go. Another Capcom, insert Capcom game here. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize that there were so many Mega Man Battle Network games. I thought this was going to be another legacy collection of Mega Man, but now that I'm looking at all of the icons, that's crazy for those of you guys that are fans of Battle Network. This is really cool. I've played through one of these games before, and I had a blast with it. Did I play through all, like, 10 titles? No, I didn't. But this legacy collection has all of them in there, and now it's on Nintendo Switch, and you can own them. You don't have to worry about emulating or finding them on Game Boy Advance or something weird. Like... You're done. It's there. Thank you for doing that, Capcom. We appreciate your service. Right? Now, Nintendo, take a note and give us all these old games that we want. Pac-Man. Bandai Namco, like, I didn't expect this out of anywhere. But I guess that's cool. Makes me want to play through the older Pac-Man games. But this is going to be a reboot, so I couldn't even name what a Pac-Man game is. Outside of like Pac-Man and Mrs. Pac-Man. So I remember he made it into 3D, but I never really paid attention to it. I always thought it was like a weird 3D platformer that will never hold a light up to Mario 64 or any of the Mario games. So maybe I'll give this one a shot. I was pleasantly surprised about that. This is like super indie. Two Unlikely Friends, it was like called Blanc or something like that. Really cute, like very minimal aesthetics puzzle game where you use a little doggy and a deer in order to traverse the snow fields. Really cute. Again, very indie vibes for me. Having this follow up on Pac-Man and follow up on Mega Man is just like, dude, are you even in my league? But anyway, it looks really cute, right? It looks really cute with Blanc. That's what it's called. Yeah, so go for it. Give it a shot. Gearbox Publishing. Blanc the game. All right, great. This one I was very questioning this. It was called some sort of pirate game. No idea what it was called. Like the entire trailer was just cinematics. Like I don't care about cinematics. Like when Nintendo gives you the platform of a Nintendo Direct Mini with thousands of people watching, not necessarily live, but an upload. Like you got to put your best foot forward, dude. I get it. With a trailer, you show the cinematics. do all that stuff, but there's got to be gameplay footage. And there wasn't actual gameplay footage. It was like cutscenes. Nothing on the UI. Nothing like, is this a card game? Is this a platformer? Is it a point and click adventure? What do you do? And this is like something that I would see from an indie world showcase. So I didn't think that this was 100% welcomed at this Nintendo Direct Mini. But you know what? They can't all be winners. So new adventure begins. Here we go. Kind of funny and silly, whimsical pirate. He throws a thing. I don't know. Not really for me. Not trying to knock it, but I'm very unimpressed at the visuals and how they put their best foot forward. They showed zero gameplay. Return to Monkey Island. All right, great, cool. Who makes this game? Lucasfilms. Wow, okay. I'm sorry, Lucasfilm makes this game. 2022 Lucasfilm. All right, cool. Return to Monkey Island. Lucasfilm. Okay, they're making non-Star Wars things? Great. But like all the Star Wars stuff that they make is like really good. So how is that anything similar? Anyway, so one of the big things I was most excited for was Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope. We called it out. Like, it's inevitable. Ubisoft does an amazing job with the first one when they were given the rights to the Mario characters. And honestly, they put a lot of polish, a lot of hard work into this franchise. And if you haven't already played the first one, I'm sure you can get it for free because they're practically giving the game out with how cheap it was back in the day. But yeah, it's so good. It's honestly so good. So what they did here is they showcased a little bit more about the game. They didn't really showcase too much of the new gimmicks out here, but they went through and they showed you what kind of gameplay the game actually is. You have your perimeter over here. It's very XCOM for those of you guys that played that. You can move around with your little area. You can do dashes. You can do attacks. They showed a little bit of showcases of new weapons over here. You're getting new things called sparks, which is those little rabid lumas that are floating around over here. They go through some battle, which is fine. You know, that's exactly it. It shows gameplay. It shows the gameplay footage of how the game is actually going to be. Love it. And then they show a little bit of new gimmicks over here of teaming up with your opponent and flying over here. Yeah. Really good. And then they say, you know what, there's going to be another showcase over here a little bit later on Ubisoft's official channel. So, yeah, absolutely ride that. Bowser coming on board as an actual teammate. I love that. I love that so much, right? October 20th. And we called that, right? Because you have Splatoon in September, you have Pokemon in November. What's going to come out in between? It's got to be a really, really big, hard-hitting game, and this is it. So you got a month to play this before Pokemon comes out. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing. So now you take a look at the release calendar, and dude, the holidays are jam-packed. September Splatoon, October Mario Rabbids, November is going to be your Pokemon Violet, Scarlet Violet. What's going to happen in December? Honestly, not a lot. But that's okay. Pre-orders begin to get today. There's going to be a Mario Rabbids showcase. I do want to stream that. Yeah, I absolutely do want to stream that. It looks really good. I'm very happy for this. Anyway, partner showcase showing on this game. I don't know. This is another insert JRPG here. I feel that these are dime a dozen. Cygames Inc. Little Noah Scion of Paradise. It's like a side-scrolling Metroid battler RPG. Kind of looks like an app game, to be honest. Kind of like MEGAMAN-esque with like moves and supers and stuff like that. No idea, but all right, cool. I mean, a little something for everyone. How do you follow up Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope? None other than a train game. Whoa, yo, this is Epic Games? Dang, Epic Games has a lot of money. And they're releasing a train game. Cool. Again, different strokes for different folks. Am I gonna waste any of my time playing the train game? No, I'm not. But if you like trains, here you go. Cool. Something I would see in an Indie World showcase, but hey, it's Epic Games, so like, alright, you take the platform, man. Nothing like Fortnite, nothing, the brand new season of Fortnite with no build mode, I don't know. This is like the epitome of RPG time, another, you know, RPG that's just like, I like the aesthetic, looks really cute, just out of someone's like journal over here, use the eraser, very like Scribblenauts vibe, but again, it's, maybe I'm expecting really AAA titles and not like indie. This is the polish of an indie game. Like, This is something you'd see in space. What is that? Indie World Showcase. But looks kind of interesting, right? Go for it. Sonic Frontiers, great. So we talked about Sonic Frontiers a little bit earlier. It was like, hey, heads up. We have a new Sonic game coming out. It's kind of taking the mixture of Breath of the Wild. It's going to be a lot more open world, and you're going to be running around, right? So this is the reused footage that they used on IGN when they did that. Just showcasing a couple things about Sonic and the grind rails and open world and rails that lead to nowhere and weird enemies over here that you're just going to, you know, spin dash over, do your homing attack, do some little attacking combos, spin around the side, do some deflection, which kind of shows it. That's kind of great. Yeah, do some cool little abilities over here. The game looks great. It looks solid. I just want to find out more about it. They have some special stages over here that you can jump into and collect. They showed like Green Hill Zone aesthetics right over here with those little rotobots, little loop-to-loop. You're collecting keys. Really no story. It's just like, all right, here's what we're working on, but what else is there, right? What's the big overarching story? Yeah, there's robots. What's that floating little pink thing over here? Available this holiday? You better release this in like December or something, right? Because remember, we have a very, very tight holiday schedule for the AAA big titles. So where are you going to squeeze this in, man? And I don't like juggling 2 games. So as a developer, you have to say, all right, well, you have to go to Nintendo and propose, we want to do this date. Nintendo's going to say, no, that's too close to Splatoon. You're only going to shoot yourself in the foot. No, it's too close to Pokemon. Like, you can't have the same stuff. They have to expand it out and, like, spread it. So, I don't know what this holiday means, but I'm happy that Sonic got some info. This over here I wanted to play this game because I like Disney and I like Animal Crossing. So this is going to be a life sim game, but you're going to be playing through, like, all of the Disney characters. And you're going to live a life, and it's going to be fun. You're going to love it. Here is Scrooge McDuck. And here is Mickey. And you have to just, like, build things. I don't know. I just want to be able to see stuff. And can you be a guy avatar? Because all I'm seeing are girl avatars. Oh, there we go. Okay, great. Thanks. Thanks for clarifying that. The demographic is definitely going to be maybe 80% female, 20% male. I'll be the 20% and I'll play it for you guys. I think it looks really cute. So, yeah. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, check out the drip. I love it. Dreamlight Valley. So early access is available September 6th. So this is kind of not fun. That's not fun for me. Early access, that's not the official game release. When is Splatoon coming out in September? 9th, right? Let me see. Yeah, dude, come on. 3 days before Splatoon, you're shooting yourself in the foot, GameLoft. What are you doing? Like, we have all of August. Nothing's happening in August, man. That's the perfect time for it. It's just 3 days before Splatoon early access available. All right, great. Hey, everyone, it's Abdallah here. We're going to be juggling Dreamlight Valley for 3 days, and then we're going to be going into Splatoon, where Splatoon's going to be way more popular, right? Like, what are you doing? You're competing against Nintendo's first AAA first-party title. Like, so I was very frustrated about this, but I don't know. Maybe they're going to give Xbox and PlayStation and Steam even earlier access other than September 6th. I don't know. I honestly don't know what they're thinking with that, but it's going to be fun either way. Maybe you don't like Splatoon, so you're going to play this game the entire time. But me, I like Splatoon, so adventure is on the go. All right, here we go. What was this? Oh, Live Alive. Great. This is the JRPG that was only available in Japan, and now it's here in the United States with a full localization. Great. Odds are you've never heard of this game, but I guess people like it a lot. Do you have time for another awesome 100-hour JRPG? If so, grab this game. I'm sure it's going to look great. The aesthetic looks very Chrono Trigger-esque, and I love Chrono Trigger growing up. There's a demo available later on today. That first 3 chapters? That's great. So that's like a winning move. Hold on, DORAEMON. This is a winning move because look, odds are you don't know what the heck this game is. But, I mean, there's a lot of hype around it. People have been waiting for this game, right? Very niche amount of people enjoy this. And now there's a demo, so you can actually find out, hey, do I like this game? Do I want to commit to a $60 game? Cool. Play the first 3 chapters and then transfer the save data. That is the recipe for success every time. Every game needs to do that. Hands down. Period. End of story. Done. Great. Do that. Thank you. Thank you, please, and thank you. DORAEMON over here. Really big franchise in Japan. I don't know how big that is. I don't know how big that is in the United States. It's called Doraemon Story of Seasons, Friends of the Great Kingdom. Is this like Harvest Moon, but Doraemon skin? I don't know. I don't really pay attention to Doraemon, but he's a cute little cat. And we're noticing that in this direct, I think there was at least 3 farming games. 3 or 4 farming simulator life sim games. I don't know, man. Maybe they're just trying to capitalize on people loving Animal Crossing and Harvest Moon or whatever. This is very right along that. So, yeah, I mean, it's a big franchise in Japan. How big is it here in the United States? Probably not as big. But, I don't know. That's just me. I've never watched it, so... anyway, so this was interesting. Mo Yang over here released, you know, a trailer this a while ago, like maybe like, I don't know, like a couple days ago, week. And I was really excited for it. I'm like, this is great. This is a non-creative mode where you can actually play through the game, like the other Minecraft game that came out that was like Diablo. I forget what that one was called. But this looks really great. I would 100% play this because I want like a story and I want to go through the story. I don't want to create random stuff. So that Minecraft thing, that comes out next year. So why are you even talking to me about it? This looks really cute. We did say Square Enix is going to be hard carrying this presentation. Dragon Quest Treasures is really cute. They're going to take the Dragon Quest IP, you know, with your little dragon slimes and your little bat dudes. And you're just going to like run around in like a pseudo little open world over here. You're going to look for treasure. It looks really cute. Great graphics. Those of you guys like the Dragon Quest games, it's not the most popular here in the United States, but in case you like it, give it a shot. Looking around, gathering treasure, leveling up, catching monsters, battling monsters. Like, it's the tried and true, like, Dragon Quest kind of experience, but more like third person, right? Very Blasters, Yokai Watch Blasters, Diablo. Yeah, I think it looks really good. Dragon Quest Treasures in December 9th. Is this going to be the big December title? No, it's not, but it's still good. So now they do the little, the carousel of all these different games. No Man's Sky, like, looks kind of interesting. I heard it had a rocky launch back in the day, but I'm sure it's good. Fire Emblem Warriors, whoa, Koei Tecmo, right? And Nintendo did that one. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, because it's Fire Emblem, interesting. No Man's Sky, great. I was questioning why Fire Emblem made it in there. The game's already out, but cool, go play it. This, again, like, these games, I don't know what these are. They look kind of cool. I'm sure that there's an audience for them. Wow, look at those rats, man. This is Captain Velvet Meteor, the Jump Plus Dimensions. I'm sorry, I don't know what any of this is. This is like, all right, you're gonna get a little bit of screen time. Make something happen. And then we got, oh yeah, thanks for reminding me, Portal's here. I would like to go buy Portal, please, and actually stream this game. Maybe not this week, but maybe next week we can do a little Portal walkthrough. I have been blind to Portal ever since the game came out, so it's going to be a new experience for me. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of backseat gamers that are saying, oh, you got to do this, X and Y. Get ready to get banned out of the chat because I want to figure this out myself. It's a puzzle game. Looks really fun. So, like, I've been completely blind to the entire franchise, but you can go over here on Nintendo Switch and get it. I heard this is, like, an amazing game, right? People revere about Portal, so I want to give it a shot. Farm Fight and Forge Friendships, again, like, we did that in 2 titles ago with the Disney game and the other Doraemon game. But this looks really cool because it's like HARVESTELLA or whatever it's called. It looks exactly like a Harvest Moon game. It looks like an Animal Crossing game. And not only are you like planting crops and cooking recipes, which is very Animal Crossing, but now you have the Square Enix touch where you're going to come over here like Xenoblade Chronicles and you're going to knock out special moves and destroy other monsters and like collect gold and just continue like building out your town, or else like Doomsday is going to come over here and you got to prevent the Doomsday from happening. So there's an overarching story where like all Quietus is coming and you got to watch out because all your crops are going to die and the people are going to die. Like, it's so cool. Like, this is the Animal Crossing game I want, right? Not just stuck on a dumb little island that Tom Nook sold you, right? No, I want to be able to sail to another island and do some cool stuff. We didn't get anything like that. Anyway, this is cool. I mean, it's such a unique, niche looking title, but it's like it's got a JRPG mix with Animal Crossing, and it just looks really cool looking, right? And considering the fact that it's from Square, like, you cannot go wrong with it. 100%, man. Square is gonna, that's that seal of approval, man. Harvestella looks good. But November 4th, man, that's Pokemon month. Who's gonna play that? Right? Okay, and then Harvestella November 4th. Oh, I'm sorry. We're gonna move on. And then, of course, Morgana comes over here along with the Teddy and says, hey, those of you guys that are Persona fans, we've got the Persona games that are coming your way, which is Persona 5 something or rather, Persona 4 something or rather, Persona 3 something or rather. Forgive me for abbreviating it. I'm not really a fan of these games. But they look really rad. They look really good. Like, yeah, great. Persona 5 Royal? Is that Persona 5? You guys are going to have to school me. Is that the exact same game that people were, like, raving about when Joker was released into Smash Bros. Or a little bit before then? That we said, why isn't this game on Nintendo Switch? And now it's, like, years? Yeah, I don't know. It's cool. It's like it definitely appeals to like the teens or whatever, like JRPG, school, you know, making friends and all that stuff. And now you have like robots and stuff like that. Cool. Great. Yeah. So it's an enhanced version of the game. Yeah, so now you have all of these, which is great, right? I mean, more content the merrier. It seems really, really great. So Persona games coming eventually. Starting off with Persona 5, which was arguably the most successful one, and they got Joker into Smash Bros, and it was great. So go for it. Yeah, are those games appealing to you? If they are, and you want another 100-hour RPG, plus, here we go, right? So that was it. That was the Nintendo Direct Mini Showcase. This is what you missed. So a lot of things coming out. Really nothing filling out August. Or even July. I mean, we got this Fire Emblem games, Three Hopes, which is a good game. But again, it's a Warriors game, and I'm going to be playing it soon. So really nothing in August. So kind of a miss there. September is really when things start gearing up for the holidays. So I don't know what we're going to be playing in August, but maybe go through some old Sonic games or some other things. You tell me what you're going to be doing in August and July, and maybe we might piggyback off of that. But anyway, let me know what you guys thought of all of the Nintendo Direct. What did you enjoy most? What are you looking forward to? Are you a fan of any of those like niche, really indie-looking games, right? Did that train simulator game really speak out to you? I want to know, right? Anyway, looking forward to it all. And as usual, we'll be covering as many of the very awesome ones as we can on the channel because we love doing variety over here. So I'd love to have you hit that subscribe button and join us. That'd be great.